What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Willpower TV. My name is Willie, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is my beautiful, gorgeous sister, Clarissa. So I decided to do this Q&A with her because, well, who else knows me better than from before and after my injury? My sister is also a care attendant, so she completely understands how disturbing this situation can be for what I'm about to say. Now, I want to apologize for the recent deletion of over 50 videos. Someone who I used to know for almost 10 years obtained a lot of personal sensitive information since I allowed her to be my provider after, several medications began to go missing in my home from specific places. I decided to just let her go as a provider and completely end my friendship once and for all. Right afterwards, all my social media accounts were hacked, videos were deleted. To top it off, my bank account where I get my social security check was also stolen to purchase several things online, which I later found out. Of course, I made sure to notify all the correct people and managed to get my disability check back within a week, thank God. But of course, the police is still conducting an investigation as we speak. Keep in mind that as a care attendant, you're given trust and you pretty much know all the strengths and weaknesses of your patients. It's really sad to say that this person had done so much good by my side and yet ended up this way. My YouTube channel does not and has never focused on scamming people for their money. 99.9% of my channel has focused on helping others get motivated and inspired. I only briefly mentioned once that I was dealing with financial hardships, which is why I couldn't be much on camera, and many of you jumped to help donate with what you could, and of course I am extremely grateful for that. So about 3 weeks ago, after finding out all the drama, I met this very, very kind-hearted person that wanted to help by purchasing a new laptop for me. There it is. So I could do my video editing and all my graphic design. So we'll go ahead and just open it up real quick so you guys could take a look at it. So you guys.
This is the phone. It's nice. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can we put the hand behind it like makeup? I'm just
No.
kidding. It's too big.
It's too big.
We'll put my whole entire body in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut myself around because I'm going to end up cutting my face off.
Yeah. Okay.
The smell of you.
Can you smell it?
Okay, so let me get back a little bit. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Ta-da!
Can you see it? Okay. It says
8th generation Intel Core i7, 8 GB memory or system memory, 16 GB Intel Optane memory 3, and it has 1 terabyte of a hard drive. It has a 15.6 HD touchscreen with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, HD webcam, Windows 10 Home, and BO Play with dual speakers.
That's awesome.
So I don't know most of this stuff, but I know that it's far better than the one that I have right now because it's just laggy and super slow when it comes to editing on Adobe Premiere PRO CC. So this is a very, very nice thing to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
like you would never expect that. I would never expect that. Honestly, I would probably die of the excitement
Right.
if anybody was to support me in the things that I do like that. I'm not saying that that's the main reason to do so, but when someone really believes in you and does something like this for you, it's like because you have connected with that person somehow. I mean, he does it out of his own way, out of his like what he does on a daily basis. That's what he shares with you guys, and you guys support him and all that, which is fantastic.
Yep. So thank you, Vanessa. I will not fail you and anyone who supports my purpose and my YouTube channel. A few of you have left several questions. We decided to do a little Q&A video for you guys.
Okay, from Sally Shields. What are your thoughts on living alone versus when you sorry, it's because I can't read.
Why?
Instead of thoughts, like thoughts with GH, it's thoughts. Like it's
T-O.
thought.
Is that what she put? Oh yeah, she did.
That's funny.
I never noticed.
Okay. Sally Shields asks, what are your thoughts on living alone versus when you had a roommate?
Well,
You had a roommate?
well, she wasn't really my roommate, but it was my ex. My ex used to, well, we lived with each other, and well, there's a big difference within living with somebody and living alone, because well, when you're living with somebody, you have them always available.
Oh, okay.
You know, you pretty much have them almost. Can't even talk. You have them always available to your advantage. Where if you can't get something, if you can't, you know, if you need
Do
some
something
help,
on your own.
yeah. Because sometimes I've come across where I literally have to call the fire department because something went wrong, and unfortunately I'm unable to, you know, take care of it myself. So I would have to automatically go to the ER and pretty much have them taking care of it for me, whether it's something personal or it could be just something as, you know, maybe I don't know, unable to reach my wheelchair or some, you know, small situation that
Maybe it's something so simple as something so big.
right, yeah, because it's not easy living alone, and that's what it makes it more complicated. So when my ex was here, she would help me quite a lot with a lot of things, not just around the house, but even going to like doctor's appointments, and I don't know, even just going to the store. So there was a lot of accessibility through her that I don't have anymore. So that's pretty much where it's good and it's bad, because it's pretty cool to have somebody to help you.
Yeah.
Because as a care attendant, you know, throughout the day, you work nights, right?
Yeah.
She works nights. So, I mean,
I work
there's-
when everyone's asleep. But I mean, at the mornings, like, that's when everything happens. Like, you know, the showers, the personal hygiene, and all the foods and the medications and everything. Like, you kind of have to be there watching them do it, because most of the time they won't do it just because that's just the way they are. They're special needed people, so they kind of need more of a push to do things. So yeah, like having someone there is just, it's like heaven. Like, there's no other way to say it. It's like heaven, because literally you just need someone there at all times. Not because you want them there. Maybe sometimes, you know, sometimes you want them there.
Yeah.
Like where I work, we have them in regular homes. We don't have them like in a facility or something. And they try to keep it like that so that they can live a more regular life, as to supposed to being like in a facility watching doctors go up and down. So that's what we're there for. We're there to build a relationship with them so that they can feel more at home, rather than being treated for their, well, whatever it is that they have, whether it's a condition or just like a mental disease or something. So yeah, like it's for me, it's really nice to, like, every time I see them, like, they're my chicles. Like, I love them to death. Like, I see them every weekend, and every time I see them after every weekend, like, I'm just like, oh, like, it's nice to see them, because that's how much of a relationship I've built with them. So having a caretaker, like for Willie really needs that caretaker to take care of him, because he's so easy to just get along with as well. So anybody that takes care of Willie will love him, to be honest. So he's not much of a work job or anything like that. He's up to date. You look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. Like, I don't even got this. What? So yeah, I mean, he does a lot on his own, so he makes it really easy for them as well.
Like at nights when I put myself to bed, I mean, I'm here alone, and it's not a bad thing. I think it teaches you quite a lot within independence. And I don't know. I mean, my level of injury has never held me back. I've always thought there's a way to do it without being helped so much. And when my ex was with me, she helped me out quite a lot with a lot of things, which right now I regret, because I could have done so much for myself. And that pretty much made me create a lot of mistakes. And I'm still happy that we're still friends. And I've apologized for several things that I've I could have done efforts on, and I could have probably helped the relationship that I had with her. But it is what it is. You just gotta move on and be a better version of yourself, like I told you. We talked about it, and we all make mistakes, and nobody's perfect. I mean, as long as you change for good.
Yeah.
Because some people, I mean, it's just been, a big change within my life. And my sister would always tell me, to be careful with certain things. And not just my sister, but my brother and my mom. But I was a little hard-headed with certain things, and I didn't think I was.
But then again, we all were.
Yeah. Who isn't, right? You're young.
Like, we all were, so.
Yeah.
It's all good. I mean, yes, we all have different endings, and there's some that don't even have an ending because they're still doing those things that they probably shouldn't have been doing. But I mean, it happens. That's how you learn. That's how you move on. That's how you experience. So, like, I mean, you're still here.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right? Well, for me, as long as you're still here, that's all that really matters.
Oh, so cute. Alright, so let's go to question number 2.
Number 2. Oh, you got Trump on your screen.
No, it's not Trump.
It's a Trump believer. And then you can insert a picture with the Photoshop Trump hat.
Really?
You're so into Photoshop. You can do it. This one you have a how are you? Do you want to answer? I'm just kidding.
I'm good. Who said it?
Wait, okay. This one's from Sandjoy54. Okay. I believe that's what it is. And it says, how are you?
I'm good. Been working my butt off with a lot of things. And like I mentioned now with a new laptop, I think I've been getting to work quite a lot. So I'm good.
And it also says, you may have answered this question before, but how much, if any, feeling do you have in your hands? And how different are you personally wise with the person you were? Okay, that's a different question, like a whole different question. Okay, let's answer first. You may have answered this question before, but how much, if any, feeling do you have in your hands?
Well, not a lot of feeling. Oh, great. Thanks, Mom.
Oh my god, you want me to decline?
Yeah.
You have a picture of Mom?
Yes. That was like years ago. Sorry, Mom, didn't mean to decline your call. It's just, we're in the middle of a video.
She probably watched this. I'll probably show it to her so she can feel proud.
Really? So anyways, my hands are pretty paralyzed. All the way down to, I guess you could see where the muscle atrophy is on one side of the arm versus, like, I have muscle there, but you can't see it on the other side. So that's the side that's pretty much paralyzed. It goes all the way up to my triceps where I can't feel them. Unless I work them out like real good, then I'll be able to like feel some of the tricep. But so as far as the feeling goes in my hands, as a C-5, C-6 quad, obviously there's literally no finger function. But as far as feeling goes, I think it's like half and half. So, wait, how can I show? Turn your hand. So I have feeling to these 2 fingers all the way down, and then these are the 2 fingers, or 3, literally have no sensation. So my hands, they're very, it's like a half and half. Half of the hand I can feel like a cow, like patches here of sensation. It's just weird the way I describe it.
How does the cow feel like that?
Well, it's just like
because it's patchy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, poor cow.
Just weird.
She also asked, and how different are you personality-wise than the person you were?
Well, this was another reason why I wanted my sister to be in the video, or someone that knew me. You might want to answer that question for me if you want, because she knew me before and after, and well, obviously there's a lot of changes. So what did you know about me before my accident? How was I?
Kind of all that. Does that sound gay? I don't know how to say it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. How do I say it? He was very into himself. Like, he knew he can get whoever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Like, my brother was like definition of PIMP. Okay, like I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, I think my mom was probably the one who suffered the most out of all these girls. Okay, because my mom had to see it happen, you know, a lot. So he was very into himself. He had it. He was very into cars. He was very masculine, but also very, how do I say it? How do you say it when you're feminine but you're not feminine?
Metro?
Yeah, he was
like
very
metro.
metro. Like, he would take care of his eyebrow. It was like watching Pauly D. It was kind of like that. You just wouldn't tan. You would do laundry and gym, but you wouldn't tan. But yeah, and I mean, he was very active. You know, he had a social life. He had a lot going for him. He also still is. I can say it for how he was and how he still is. He's very sweet to the people, you know, that are close to him and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's never changed. But yeah, he was very active. He had a lot of friends, and he still does. Maybe not as much as before, but because, you know, back then it's very different, you know, as opposed to how he is now. He's just more conservative in that area, but he still has friends, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, he still has a lot of that he knows what he's got right now. Like, he's not completely like, oh, like, this is who I am and that's it. Like, no, like, he figured it out. He figured out how to get out of the cocoon, as to like being in the cocoon, just worrying about how he was gonna look to others. I mean, it was like that for a little bit, right? Where you were like, oh, I don't know how people are gonna take it, you know, that I am now, you know? But he still had it. He had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend for a long time. And I was like, gosh, if he can get a girlfriend, you all can get a girlfriend, okay? Gosh, I don't know.
And my sister is planning to expand herself within Instagram. And what is it that you wanted to do?
I wanted to do YouTube too, but it depends. It just depends, because I still have to go back to school and get certified before I ever do anything that I want to do for YouTube. So that's just gonna wait till then. But for now, it's just my Instagram, where I'm trying to build it so that I do have a following by when YouTube does come. But anything I do, it has to do with beauty. You can already tell in my face, like, that's what I do, okay?
She's so pretty.
No, I'm not. It's the makeup. It's the cake. It's the cake.
You're still cute.
It's 50-50 or 75-25.
Well,
I don't know. But I mean, if you guys are interested, you know, you can go ahead and add me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll put the links in the description with her Instagram if you guys want to go follow her. If you guys want us to do another Q&A video, let us know. I mean,
a more detailed one.
Yeah.
I was a bit unprepared. You know, he asked me, he's like, do you know what you're going to do? Or what you're going to say? I was like, no. Was I supposed to? But like, you know, like, you see, I'm not used to it. So, and I see it, like, because I watch YouTube all the time. So, and I see the way they do it, and like, it should have probably hit me at the time. But at the time when he told me, I was like more excited to be here rather than to actually, you know, see what I was going to say or whatever. Right. So it happens. But I wasn't ready, and hopefully, like, the next time, if you guys do want another one, I'll know what else to talk about or to like answer and things like that. I'll be more ready.
So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay tuned.
These are bloopers for sure.
So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for more. I will be sharing all the links below on the description box. We shall see you on the next one. Peace.